Well, hello everybody and welcome back. Well, you remember last Wednesday I did that little ghost song I was telling you about and we was gonna work on? Well, I got my synthesizer and my piano set up here, and I've found a ghostly sound on here. So here's gonna be the chord progression for it. I done mapped it out. It's right there. If you can read it, it's a D, A, then you temporarily go to B and then C and a G. And of course all this is in a minor key. Then a E flat minor, F minor, G minor. So that's D minor, A minor, and so on. Right there. It's mapped out, and I ain't put no percussion instruments or no bass on it. And what I'm working on this morning is my ghostly effect sounds, but I want to play it in the correct key. So I lay my pad up there like that. And then I gotta catch up. That's an E minor. Anyway, it's gonna go something like that, and y'all can hear the track I've laid down. Right there. That's the F. We're going to the F now. G. Starting over. That's what we're gonna be doing, and I'm gonna be back here working on it. I bought me a new pedal this week, and I highly recommend them. And I'll do a demonstrate on it on Wednesday, hopefully. But it's a really inexpensive pedal. It's just a guitar EQ pedal, but my goodness, does it bass the boost or the treble in your lap steel guitar, and you can change your mids, highs, lows. Also, you can just make it flat out even, and it's natural sounding, but you can pull the volume up on it, the one on the very right, and it's just like a booster pedal. Boom, just like that, if you come to your lead part. All right, so with that being said, I want to thank y'all for stopping by, and now on to a serious note. People, I don't know what's going on, but these people up in Tennessee, North Carolina, and South Carolina, and parts of Augusta, Georgia, Douglas, Georgia, and all the way down to Florida, they needing help, and they're not really receiving it. And I've seen, been watching it on the news. FEMA's not giving them much help, and they offered them $750 for help. Now, I don't know what kind of help that's going to be, being there ain't no stores in town left standing to go buy something. People are volunteering, thank God, to bring water and some food. People are cooking and all that, and I understand that some of the government has even turned volunteer trucks around trying to get them out of the area so they can't bring in supplies. That's not right. People, we got to remember, united we stand and divided we fall. Stand up for your neighbors, your brothers, and your sisters. No matter where you at, what state you in, give them a hand and do all you can. If you can't do nothing, just stay out of the way and keep them in your prayers. Call people. If you got family up there, call them and make sure they're all right. And I want to thank Elon Musk. He's supplying the satellite link, Starlink system to them, because they've been cut off from the world with no information, no phones, no internet, or no electricity. Now, I got a good friend of mine that's over there right now with a chainsaw and a truck helping in Augusta, Georgia, which ain't very far from here. We didn't get much damage here. We got a lot of water. It finally receded. The ponds all run over, but we didn't get no high winds, 30, 40 mile an hour gusts. That's about it. A lot of little limbs down, but nothing like over at the east side of the state. And as it went north, for some weird reason it got worse. Now that kind of sounds strange to me too, how a hurricane can go from Florida and still be a hurricane strength and dump that much water up in the mountains to flood everything. I don't understand that, but I'm not going to try to figure it out. Anyway, y'all watch your bag. If you're up there, I understand that the man that's over there in Augusta, he done told me they've had some cases of folks trying to loot, but a bunch of good old boys took care of it, and they about got the looting stopped, and the governor here has been a great help, Governor Kemp, thank you. He's been out on the trail down in Valdosta where he was here over in Augusta. He's sending National Guard troops in there to help, not to hinder, not to turn people away. Welcome them in. We got a couple of companies over there, and this guy that's friend of mine, he works for a large corporation, and the corporation's actually out of Germany, but they build some kind of something to do with something like semiconductors or capacitors or something. Anyway, they build electronic devices, and he's over there building a new water treatment plant for them. That's what he does. He's a engineer and goes out and does work. But anyway, that company called every one of them workmen, because all of them was laid off. They sent them home 2 days before the storm hit. They knew it was going to be bad, so they sent all their crew. They told everybody, take off, and we'll call you back to work when it's safe. Well, he called them up 3 days or 2 days after and said, look, if y'all will come over here and help clean up, we'll start you back on your regular salary, plus we'll feed you. Well, by golly, the whole company went back to work, but not at the plant. Working outside around in neighborhoods, cutting up trees, stacking them, driving tractors, bulldozers and stuff like that. And there's still people up in Tennessee and North Carolina on them mountains that ain't nobody even got to yet. There's still thousands of people that's been out there with nothing to eat and nothing to drink for days. Let's get them folks some helicopters in there or something and drop them some water, parachute it in if you have to or whatever. But also, how in the world is it that we can give all these other countries, I was looking up something yesterday, we give Ukraine $63 billion this year. We've spent all our FEMA money of $100 billion on the border, which is not secure. They pulling them in, and plus handing them credit cards and telephones, and then putting them in a bus and putting them up in a motel in these big cities. But we ain't got money for our own people here in the United States. Something's wrong with that picture, and something needs to be fixed and fast. Well, that's my rant for today. I hope you have a blessed day and a wonderful day. Country Cuz, y'all take care.